Alright, welcome back to Pillars of the Eternity. Oh, what is... Oh. Okay. That's a way to start this. Oh, you're the rogue. You are... dazed,
How may I
okay.
help?
Ready, Watcher.
Hey there.
This is definitely a surprise here.
Let's go.
Well, that was something. Oh? As you near the apparition, you are overcome suddenly by powerful anxiety that sits like a stone in your stomach. The feeling is not quite real. The recollection of an emotion, rather than the emotion itself. It wrenches your insides, nevertheless. The apparition's brow is tensed, a look of concern playing across its face.
The other
The other-
missionaries say you
oh.
have been neglectful of your duties. They speak out of concern for you. Now tell me, is there something to their concerns?
The man folds his fingers together and presses them to his mouth thoughtfully.
You have been an apt student, and your convictions have inspired those around you. May I ask what has changed to make you feel this way? I see. And you would cast yourself out, is that it? If you believe that, then I have failed you as a teacher. There are many gods so that all people are looked after, no matter who they are or what they've done. The only ones who need fear anything are those who abandon their gods, thinking all is lost. But for those who beg help and forgiveness, the gods always provide. I will tell you the truth. There may be some among the gods who would see you punished. But after punishment comes absolution, redemption. Whatever stain there is upon your soul,
All
the
right.
gods can wash it clean. But you must dedicate yourself to them in return. That is what makes one deserving. Will you return the faith they put in you?
Well
Okay.
met, friend.
Excuse you, I've been looking for you. You're the one who lifted the curse on the Heritage Hill. My lady, who wishes to remain anonymous, has entrusted me with bringing you this pistol. It belonged to a dear friend of hers who was lost to the curse. Thank you. Okay. I'll deal with that later. Lady Webb will see. Oh. Okay. This woman clutches a thick sack of parchment. Well, a thick stack of parchment with spindly, wrinkled fingers, their flesh stretched thin to near translucence. With extreme age. A gossamer veil over pale blue veins, ink splotches and candle burns dot and stripe her hands, like a quilt pattern, patterned after some great indescribable truth. She does not look up from her reading.
So, the messenger conveyed my summons. A miracle that would make the reincarnation of Aethys look like a child's cantrip, surely. It doesn't draw the most inspired minds, messaging. They failed me so many times of late, I nearly sent a cipher after you instead. So this is the Watcher who took over Cad Noir. Oh, don't look so surprised. It isn't an attractive expression. I wouldn't be where I am for long if I let details like that escape me. I also know, for that matter, about your little excursion into an Engwithan ruin near Deerford that dear Woodens are absolutely forbidden to enter. What I am curious about is why. Strange does not begin to describe them. The practices of the Leaden Key defy all reason. You're not the only one with an interest in their recent activities. I've lost 4 ciphers this year alone trying to get someone inside their ranks. As it is, we only have our suspicions about who is in the group and what they intend, which I suppose means we have much in common with them. I asked you here because I wanted to know what your interest was in all of this. I thought perhaps we might help each other. Why are you looking for the Leaden Key?
She closes her eyes, the lids flicker. Then her face goes still and her mouth parts, little more than a sliver. And her hand briefly drops open, spilling some of her parchment to the ground. The pages wafting around her legs like leaves of a dying tree. Her fleshy eyelids peel back and her gaze is immediately on you.
Gods are cruel, I'm afraid. The man you seek is Theos Ix Arcanon, Grand Master of the Leaden Key. One of the most elusive and dangerous men Eora has ever known. Because you have seen his face, and that makes it a simple matter for me to see it. You even happened to catch him in his ceremonial garb, it seems. Must have been a special occasion. More than most, though very few would know so much as his name. And there is no way of knowing how much of what I've read is true. The Leaden Key dates back more than 2,000 years. If rumors are to be believed, Theos was the one who created it.
Well, either he's a lich or he's another watcher.
Scraps of evidence exist, suggest that he has died many times, only to be reborn each time exactly the same man. Awakened during adolescence, with all the knowledge and experience of all his lifetimes. The plots he orchestrates sometimes take hundreds of years to bear fruit. Needless to say, this is not the natural order of things. But he is said to be one of Woedica's favored, and that old bat was never one to let rules get in the way of favoritism. That may also explain another supposed gift of his. His body is no boundary to his soul, and he is known to take possession of others, if their souls are weak enough. Often it is for elaborate deceptions, but sometimes he simply forces them to kill themselves. He is not known for his generous supply of pity.
Fitting.
He is also not one to show himself in any but their most critical matters. If he has directly involved himself in whatever the group plots now, it may be your only chance to find him. And once you do find him, if you can find him, I would not hold my hopes too high if I were you. He is a driven, single-minded man. He will not have the slightest concern for your problems. The same way I come by all my knowledge. Exhaustive research, spying, bribery, perhaps some less savory measures. Whatever the knowledge demands, I pay in full. There is nothing of greater value. Precious little, I'm afraid. You may know much of it already. No one member knows the identity of more than a handful of other members. They are
That's
kept
quite the
in
group.
the dark of missions they are not involved in, or sometimes of those they are involved in. They exist to hide
Some
secrets
NSA
they
type shit
themselves
there.
don't know. If you can imagine how gullible someone must be for that to appeal. Despite that, they are very good at what they do, owing much to their founder, who will keep me informed. The Leaden Key has been busy lately, and whatever it is they're up to, figuring it out will be of great use. If you find your trail has run cold, come to me with whatever you have. There is much I may be able to do for you. Well, let's hear it. Forgive me, it is unlike Theos to leave witnesses. He did not aid you as you'd hoped, I take it? Well, take heart. With any luck, when he has finished his business, he will surely come and find you again, if only to kill you while you sleep. This
Fair enough.
News of yours makes sense, of course. To dabble in animancy is to puzzle over the secrets of the gods. This would not be the Leaden Key's first action against it.
Huh?
But if this is connected to their other activities, we may be in for something on a much larger scale.
You don't
If
say.
we can learn more about their goals and methods, perhaps we can get the palace behind. This is troubling. That civilization seems to have known more about the mechanics of souls than anyone since. The Leaden Key was born in that period. It may be that Theos has full knowledge of their
Huh?
technology. That isn't enough to take to the Duke, but we're close. Avar Wolfgren is a cautious man. He will want to know. I had feared they might be involved in Widewind's legacy. It seemed too extreme even for them.
It seems like Eris
How
Morn is just a
naive
knockoff
I've
of you.
been. The Leaden Key's conspiracy is clear now. They have used Engwithan technology to engineer Widewind's legacy, and they want people to blame animancy for it. As we speak, the Duke is holding hearings in the palace. He is listening to arguments for and against animancy. When they finish, he is expected to decide whether to outlaw it. It seems the Leaden Key has been pushing Deerwood down this path. I, for one, would enjoy seeing their little scheme fouled up at the last moment. However, certain groups have been invited to attend. You might get in with one of them if you aren't above a little pandering. There are delegations from the Knights of the Crucible, the Dozens, and from House Dominel. If you can gain the support of one of those groups, that may be your... Yes? If you are hoping I can look at your hand and tell you whom you should marry, you can just wipe that note. Many can hold an object and know where it's been, or peer into the thoughts of people around them. They can also sometimes affect those thoughts, but that would be...
Alright. I've got a party to attend now. If I could find the way out of here. Let's try the Knights. Gotta do a couple quests for them, I think. I had forgotten I actually grabbed this quest to
Come
begin
now,
with.
it'll be fun.
Just so you can learn he'll speak. I'll write down a few words.
Alright, gotta find someone. Who are you?
Hello.
By Whale's eyeless face, you are one short ogre, but why are you green, and how are you getting the ducks to keep flying around you like that? What are you talking about? You're ducks! You're green skin! Should I speak louder? Slower? Let me know. I'm looking for Vienna. I like Vienna. She's always talking about metal men, which is strange since I'm pretty sure she doesn't eat snow cap. I don't talk about metal men either. And I do eat snowcap. Huh. Anyway, she's not here right now. Flew away to Andra's gift to meet her friend, Barissa? No, Clarissa. Yes, Clarissa. Clarissa's her friend, she's gone to meet. In Andra's gift. In a house. Not a boat. North house. Empty house. Andra's gift has a lot of boats. We should go rowing sometime. Yes, I am at Scrivener. I read books. Great books. I once ate a book, but only because it looked like a sweet pie. Or perhaps it was a sweet pie baked to look like a book. Interesting. This guy's on drugs. Oh, I'm also a collector of herbs, flowers, plants. I sell them mostly. I eat them. Yeah, he's on drugs. Have to say, I honestly like the, darker tone for a lot of these stories. Of course, I gotta find my way over there. Alright. But there's a place for more lighthearted stories, but I think darker stories are better for us to explore just humanity and the nature of it. The nature of man is something we really should try to explore a bit more. Why is there just drug addicts?
The better part of valor.
What's this? Alright, so I don't need this. Would it be this abandoned house? Okay. Oh, hi. We got... Oh. As you enter the room, you see several figures huddled together. They stand at attention, armed but not in matched gear like the Crucible Knights. At the center of the group, one woman looms over another, holding a flail. She snarls at the cowering figure. You got pages of research here. You expect me to believe this was just your scratch work? It's nothing, I promise. Just my notes. We know you were meeting with the Crucible Knights. You think they're the only ones with power in the city? They call us the Dozens for a reason. Now, I won't ask you again. At a nudge from one of the men, the woman turns and sees you watching. You shouldn't be here. What's going on? Nothing you need to know about. Well, since you just made it my business.
Following your lead.
Archer.
Let's go.
Oh, this is going well. Eh. I don't know who you are, but thank you. I was sure they were going to kill me. She wipes a tear from her cheek, wincing as her knuckle grazes a bruise. What happened here? I thought I was coming here to meet my, friend from the Republics. It looks like I walked into a trap. The Dozens must have been watching me for a while. I've been working on a special project for the Crucible Knights, and they weren't exactly subtle about contacting me. It deals with a rather rare branch of animancy. No offense, but I probably shouldn't get too specific without Commander Cliver's permission. He commissioned it, after all. And you can see the trouble a little indiscretion has gotten me into. Let's get out of here. Commander Cliver is waiting on my research. Not that you haven't already done a lot for me, but maybe you could take it to him? I kept it with me to prevent it from falling in the wrong hands, but you can see how well that worked out. She took it from me when I arrived. Anyhow, don't wait on me. I can make my own way there. What do I have here? Oh, a fine flail. Very well.
Right.
Anything else around here? Nope. Okay. Back to first fires. The Outer Worlds, I know, is more of a comedic one, but the game in general is fun, and I hope they get a little more dark with it, but it's unlikely with current Obsidian. Current Obsidian kind of just doesn't do dark and gritty, it seems. Which I think is a shame. It's a great medium for just exploring the human condition. Come on, there we go. Just... It may just be me, but I think the darker storylines with very interesting choices are more the highlights for narrative games than anything else, with some exceptions to a degree. I need to write down those just things and record something at some point, because my thoughts are always all over the place. I got Vienna's notes. Well done. Bring them to Dunstan at once. When you're finished, I may have more work for you. Who is that? Oh.
If this is about the breastplates, I already told Cleaver they won't be repaired till next. That's what Cleaver's been looking for anyway. If you found it, I guess I've got to start.
I'm not, and I'm surprised someone as strong-willed as you is going along with it. I've made it clear to Cliver that this is a mistake, trying to harness souls like this. It's a crime against the gods. It's bound to earn us more trouble than it saves. But Cliver's given me orders, so I've got to build these things the best I can. Anyway, Cliver's told me to sell you arms and armor that you might want. You won't find better anywhere in Defiance Bay, I can promise you that.
Time to see if that Bailey... I'll be damned. Be honest, even I wasn't expecting it to work this well. Back to it.
Alright. Back to Cliver. Was there more you need me to do?
Dunstan will complete the first squad of Forge Knights in no time. Now the High Justice will want to have his Forge Masters at Fleetbreaker Castle create more. I've made a copy of Viana's research, and the High Justice has sent a courier to Anslog's Compass to retrieve it. The dozens have gotten too active for the courier to come to Defiance Bay, and after Viana's kidnapping, we've got to assume they know about our plans. That's why I'm sending you to deliver the
If the High Justice is involved, considering a political career out here at Grave. After this, I'll expect that they'll learn of your association with us, and they won't be too happy about it. Neither will the Dominoes. They're trying to expand the family business, and they resent us for standing in the way. Alright, let's get going.
Compass is a small lagoon just north of Defiance Bay. Your contact will be a commander named Arenroad. She'll meet you by the docks. Return to me when you've finished. The High Justice has made the
Alright. Animancy is something... Animancy, I think, is a type of magic that you don't see very often, and I'm kind of... I guess he's talking about over here. That ain't a ship that's about... Well, I mean... Semantically, it's very similar, effectively the same, but... Yes!
Hello.
Okay. Here. Excellent. I should get this to High Justice before. Too late. Get ready. Oh, wonderful. Are you mad? You hold the secrets to one of the foulest examples of animancy, and you want to hand it over to the Crucible Knights? It's an abomination. Caged souls uses weapons. You'd give these silk stockings an army of them? I can't let you do this. The research must be destroyed. Kill them all. Alright. You do that.
How may I help?
Pop that.
Let's go.
Alright,
Following your lead.
Brave. Let's
I'll take that as our cue to leave. With the dozens grown so bold, there's no time to waste. Give my regards to the commander and watch your back out there.
Yeah.
Brave does not believe.
Let's
Stand still.
Cool. Have you pop that?
That's not very helpful.
Have you throw that?
Hey there.
That.
Ready, Watcher.
That.
Yes?
That. That.
Hmm?
And that.
B.I.C.
With Ansawu.
Can I loot? I can. Oh, draw very well. Let me in.
Sure.
Brave
Cool.
does not believe.
Come on, everyone.
Let's go.
Kill it. I wish Fast Enough mode was a little bit faster.
Brave does not believe.
Let's go. This isn't.
I just have to try something else.
Yeah. Let's go.
These ones are in for a walk.
Come on, everyone. Focus fire.
Let's go.
Why did... Alright, come on.
Yeah.
Well, sadly their loss, my profit.
Let's go.
Brave does not.
That's not very helpful.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Eh.
Let's.
Everyone, focus fire on this.
Sure.
Alright, is that the last of them? I'm against Animancy. I don't think souls should be played
One
with.
minute. My Justiciars were training the Forge Knights, and the next, but the survivors owe their lives to your skill. You fought valiantly, worthy of any seasoned soldier. In fact, I'm naming you an honorary. I'll send word to
thank you.
Fleetbreaker Castle immediately. We clearly didn't understand the Forge Knights as well as we thought. For now, we'll have to continue recruiting the. I'm glad you agree with my assessment of the situation. And if I'd listened to Dunstan, none of this would have happened in the first place. Indeed. Duke Avar looks to the knights for prudent counsel.
And we'll be glad to have you with us. Arvenir will no doubt find your presence persuasive. And we need all possible support to see the UNC gives a fair chance. Indeed. Nope. But, alright, speak to Lady Webb. Oh yeah. I can't camp inside of this place, yeah. Sounds about right. All right.
How fares your search? I've told you everything you need to know.
But not everything.
It's only right that you know everything. When I was younger, before Dunreed Row, I had many suitors. These were fine-looking men of good stock, but I could see their thoughts, and they were unimpressive. Boys' thoughts. I toyed with their affections. And then I met a man whose mind was a mystery to me. But he understood me. He knew me at a glance, told me things I didn't know about myself. He was neither handsome nor charming. We made a game of my gift. He would ask me about people, and I would tell him what they were thinking. Sometimes the information was very sensitive. And then one day he asked me if I trusted him. I said I did. Next I knew I was donning a silver mask and swearing oaths to Woodica. Using my gift for the leaden key, still I don't like living in the dark. It's a powerless, hopeless feeling. One day I disappeared without a word. He would kill me for it, and I knew that. It's their rule. I just wanted to see him plunge the knife, because then I would know. But the day never came. I have devoted my years to learning everything I could about him, in hopes I would find some clue as to who he really was. And that is truly everything I can tell. What of them? Good. Avar Wolfgren looks to the Crucible Knights as a voice of reason and order. Speaking from their section should lend you credibility with him. You need waste no more time here. Get to the palace. Make your case to the Duke. With him on our side, all of Deerwood can be mobilized against the Leaden Key, and Theos can be rooted out. I only wish I could be there to see it. There is a very old bottle of a very good brandy that I have been saving for a special day. If you hurry back afterward, there may be a little left for you. Off with you. You're
Very, very well. Onward! Okay, well, I'm going to leave it off here for this time. And we'll pick up next time with the whole hearing. But until next time, have a blessed day and good luck out there.